Hello, hello, it's Coach Missy Martin here, and I'm going to show you a quick tutorial on how to use Canva. If you're not familiar with Canva, it's some software you can use online that will help you create some graphics for your blogs, your Facebook or social media, or anything including print and PowerPoint. I'm going to just show you some basic stuff here. So first go to canva.com. You'll want to put in your email address and create a password, and then it'll get you all set up and you'll be able to create your first design. So first I want to show you how to make I'm going to just create something for my social media advertising this Canva tutorial. So I click the plus and it leads you to all these different sizes and types of templates that they already have set up. You can see you can do ads, you can do events, and create some different ideas. So these are just basically, if you hover over them, it'll tell you the size of the image that you're making. So I would like to make just a regular social media image, which is right here. It's 800 by 800 pixels, so I'll click that. You'll notice it'll open up in its own window, get everything set up, and from there you can choose from different layouts. So we'll look over here at the different types of layouts they have. You can choose one of these and kind of mimic it, just replace the information that's in there with your own, or you can start from scratch. So we're going to use one of these and create the first one. So let's create this pretty one down here, rainbow cake. We're not going to call it rainbow cake. So from here you've got this already pulled up. You can click on any part of it and it'll let you edit it. If you click on it and there's the cursor flashing there, that means that's the text. If it's just the dots around it, that means it's the actual the square or whatever the shape is that's right there. So first let's change the name of this. So I'm going to highlight that word and I'm going to put Canva tutorial. So that's what we're going to call this. I'll click to the side and that sets that. And then I'm going to use this little tiny part. I'm going to go ahead and type in my name with Coach Missy Martin. Now look at that, and I think the spacing on that is way too thick, or too spaced apart. So I'm going to highlight that whole part again that I just typed. Click here for the spacing, and you've got letter spacing and line height. We're worried about the letter spacing. I want those letters a little closer together so it's a little easier on the eyes. Bring that together, and that looks about right. And then you just click to the side and see how that looks. So we've got the title. We've got who it's with, and then we've got these pretty colors down here. Now, I love these colors, they're pretty, but let's stick them, let's get these a little bit closer to my branding. I don't have any orange in my branding, so I'm going to click on the orange and change that to this pretty blue. Actually, this blue is great, but it's not my actual blue for my branding. My branding blue is the hex code 0066CC, so I can just put in the hex code right there, which is excellent. If you've got your specific colors for your branding in hex code, you can just add those right there, so then it's right on. So the red, the blue, and you know what, I don't have yellow in my branding either, so I'm going to go ahead and make this the same color here. You'll notice these first colors up here are the colors that go with the template that's already available. So these are kind of colors that are already coordinated and connected. So if you just want to stick with a few colors in the image that's that you've chosen, then just stick with these. If you want the default palette that they have, these are just your basic colors. You can click here, and of course your black through white down here. Click the plus sign, and you can actually change the hex code. So on this yellow one, I want that yellow to actually be to match this top part up here. So we're going to pick that same pretty blue, and we'll leave that down there. Alright, so now we've got that, and then down here where it says, I'm not sure, I can't read, it's pretty small, Bake Off, we're going to go ahead and change that to my website, www.missymartin.net. And again, I think that's a little small, so I'm going to highlight that, and I'll come over here, make that a little bigger, maybe size 16, and then I'll just change that spacing to a little bit closer together, and we're done. Another thing you can do is you can drag these little dots. Once that hovers where it's the arrow back and forth, you can stretch it out and in. You'll see that gives you more space in case you go like this and it's kind of overlying or overlapping, then you might want to straighten that back out. Also, as you notice as I move it, when I click on that and move things, you'll notice these lines pop up on the screen right down the center in different places. If you want to get that exactly centered, you just kind of follow up those lines and make sure everything's lined up real good. So that's what I've got, Canva tutorial with Coach Missy Martin, got some pretty colors, and then I've got that down here. So that was super quick and easy, and you can come over here, hit download, choose the type you want, JPEG, PNG, PDF, standard or PDF print. Standard I would guess is more for downloads, print is if you're going to print it. We're just going to go with a PNG because it's recommended. Go ahead and hit download. It'll go to wherever your computer naturally downloads things, so you give it a second. Let it go to, and you can rename it at this point, so I'm going to put Canva tutorial, and I have a folder with Canva images, so we're just going to save that there, and we'll replace that old one. And you can X this out when you're done. So here's this, and it's all pretty and done. When you close out of this window, it'll take you back to the main window, and that'll be automatically saved. It says right here in this upper corner, all changes saved. If you're not sure, you can always hit File, and then just hit Save. It tells you when it's been saved. So it's pretty good about keeping those things saved. Now, if I think this is pretty cool, but I want to do some other stuff that's very similar to this and mimic it, I can like copy that, brings it down here. So maybe there's another tutorial I want to do. Maybe I want to do Canva tutorial part 2. Well, with this, obviously that's going to be too big for this little part that says with Coach Missy Martin, so I'm going to bring that down here, bring this back down. So see how easy it is just to move things around, and there you go. I've got the same thing, part 1, part 2. That was super fast, super easy, and obviously it all coordinates with each other. So there we go. So again, it's already saved. It says, well, it's unsaved right now, so we're going to hit save. And then I can close this out, and you'll see this back when you come up here. You can click on your little face or name there. Well, when you go to your designs, where does it say your designs? Here, all your designs. Sorry, I clicked on the wrong spot. All my designs. So here's all the designs that I've made. Since this is a new account, I've just got this one down here. So it's generating so we can see a preview. Now as you have more and more designs, they'll all fill up this whole space, and you keep scrolling down and down, and you'll see all of yours. Another thing I want to show you real quick since we're here is we're going to create a Facebook, your cover photo for your Facebook. So let's go to social media. We'll find Facebook cover photo right here. And on this one, we're going to make it from scratch. So you can choose one of the layouts that's available over here and make that yours, or you can start from scratch. I like to start from scratch, so I'll start with some elements here. You can have free photos, grids, frames. You just explore those and see what you like. I like to start with a shape, so I feel like it looks pretty cool. And then we'll have a circle here. I'm going to put this over to this side, and we're going to leave that for the color right now. Then I'm going to go to uploads, and I've already uploaded my my biopic, my business biopic. So from here, I'm going to make this a little bit larger, and then I'm going to crop it. Let's make it a little bit. No, it's not moving. I don't know why it's not moving. There we go. And then over here on the check mark, crop it out. Okay. So then from here, I've got my image. I've got the circle that I'm going to use as my background. I'm going to go to, from elements, I'm going to go to frames. And I'm going to find a circle frame. See if I can find a frame that's a circle. Here's a circle frame. So click that. Put this over here, but that other circle, I know they're exactly the same, but I'm going to shrink this down a little bit so that back circle is my frame. And then I'm going to put my photo right there. All right, so I picked the wrong one because this has this line across it, so we're going to actually undo this. Delete. Try again with one that doesn't have this line across it. So let's see, find a circle. Just keep scrolling. Here's the circle I was looking for, so apologize for that. So just stick it right on there, shrink it down a little bit. Let's go to my uploads and get my picture again since I accidentally deleted it. And really, I can just pop that right in there, and then when I click it, I can crop it from there. So that way you can see that it fits right in there. So now look, that's kind of big for my face, so we're going to shrink it down a little bit. So see if I can't shrink it a little bit. There we go. Let's check that. There's my face. So if this is what I want for the background for my Facebook, so then I might want to put some text. So from here we'll add a heading. We part of my business, and then this heading can be right up here. Move that up here. Now that's too long. It's going over here, so I'm going to click on it, find these little spots here, and then I'll put this over here. So then I just kind of put that there. Again, highlight that, change the spacing if you'd like. Line height, so it brings it a little closer together. And then let's add a subheading of I sell cool stuff. You can too. So again, you can just move that right over here. Again, it's too big, so we'll bring this over here like this. Then you can just click on it and move it around. I sell cool stuff, you can too. Actually, I'm going to make that a little bit wider. I think it needs to be wider. And I'm going to change the font to something kind of fun. I sell cool stuff, you can too. And then this little bit about me is, I might put something like, whoops, let's not do that. So click on it, and you can make $100 extra every week selling cool stuff and being a part of my awesome business. USINESS. Yay! Okay, so then from here we're going to move that around a little bit too. So we'll pick it up, scoot it right underneath there. So there, we've got this really cool little thing. Let's move this up a little bit more. Now we can play with the color. So you highlight this. Let's make this a really awesome aqua color. And then this we want to make maybe a bright red. And then let's leave that black. So there we go, all looking pretty cool. I can change this background too. See, it's black. Let's make it maybe a red, or even this aqua blue that matches. Let's go back to the red. I think that's pretty cool. All right, then you can add some cool elements like some images. So let's close out the frames. Let's go to some icons. So what are some cool business icons? Let's see, here's a little store. This I can put right behind all this. We can change, well, let's leave it, let's make that the red color. Then you can come over here to these this transparency part, and then you just make that lighter and lighter and lighter. It can just kind of be in the background. Okay, so now you've got that in the background, which is pretty cool. But not only that, after you finish that, you're going to want to click on that big part, and you want to put that all the way to the back so it's behind everything. So in Arrange, you just keep clicking back until it's the furthest thing back. That way all these words are on top of it. Click to the side, be a part of my awesome business. Now, I don't know if this is what you want to do for your back of your thing, but there you go. Nice and quick. You can also do some frames. Close this out. Let's do some lines, or I like to use the lines for frames. You can do something like click that, and then that can go. Here's one thing you can do. You can turn that. Use that little curly cue there. Put it to the side. Maybe this will be our little frame. And then clicking that, I'm going to copy it right here. Boom. Make another one exactly the same size, already in the same type of thing. And let's make those a different color. Let's make those that cool blue, because, you know, we're so loving this. We'll change all of those to blue. And maybe that's how that looks. Again, this can go behind, so we can arrange that, move that back so it looks like that red and that picture's right on top of it. Get a little bit more of a three-dimensional look. Boom, there you go. There's the back of your cover. So anyway, play around with it, see what you can do. Definitely check out these elements. There's a lot of different options in all of these. You can make your own things. There's backgrounds you can put in the background. If I want something besides white, I can click something like this. There's the background. Or maybe something with stripes, maybe like notebook paper, something just very solid. Then you can just pick one of these colors, orange in the background, light gray, green, white. Back to white is good. Even black. Sometimes black looks really good in the background, and it automatically changes some of the text from white to black so you can still see it. So whatever you want to do with that when you're ready, and then here you can kind of see that was off a little bit. So we'll just move that over, and then you just save it. So there you go, and then when you're ready, just upload that into your profile or your cover for your Facebook or whatever kind of social media you have, and you've got it. So if you have any questions, let me know, and I'm sorry if this went a little long. I just wanted to show you a lot of the different little aspects of it and let you give it a shot yourself. Definitely come check me out on my Facebook page, facebook.com/Coach Missy Martin. Thanks for watching.